Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Hungry Bleak podcast. Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't done a live show in a while, and yeah, there's a reason why I haven't been doing live shows, just because life is a little kerfuffle. Is that a word? I'm trying to remember if that's even a word. Yeah, life is just a little hinky, out of sorts, but it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna make do with what we got. A live show was not planned. I had planned to pre-record a show. Plans unfortunately fell through. Things happened, so I said, you know what? Let me jump on here. Let me do a live show. Let me just jump up and throw caution to the wind and to the gods, your deities, whoever you choose to pray to, and let me just do a live show. So here we are. Just not used to that anymore. So I hope you're all having a great day, a wonderful week. It's Friday and I'm live. I'm here. Hot mic involved. Uh, yeah, so let's have some fun, okay? Like I said, I hope it's been a great week. I hope you all have felt good. I hope you've had your vegetables, your vitamins, everything that's going on. Hope you've. The weather here hasn't been so great. It's been a little rainy. It's been a little dark. It's been a little cold, but it's okay because we have clothes, we have heat, we have food, we have water. We've got all the stuff. So let's get into it, shall we, folks? So let's start with Kickstarters. Let's get into this. All right. So Kickstarter that just came up, I think a couple of days ago. I didn't even realize it was happening just yet. Is for Worlds Away. Let me bring up the screen. Boom! Look at that. So Worlds Away is this really cool comic about a mother and a daughter on this alien planet, and them trying to survive while they're wearing like these kind of these suits, almost like an exosuit. It looks like almost like it's billed as, think of like I guess like Power Rangers and Gods of War, and excuse me, God of War. Now it's just one of the it's one of my favorite reads. It's been really great. This is the cover for issue 3 that's going to be coming out. The variant covers. I got a couple of different covers. Some of the preview page that they're going to have out. This is from Damien Beckton. I really loved issue 1 and issue 2. I thought they were amazing. I read them over. I read issue 1 came out during summer. Issue 2 came out maybe, I don't know. I feel like it was maybe a couple of months ago, I want to say. And then I read it, and it's awesome. I really enjoy it. Obviously, I'm part of the tier that has the T-shirt, as you can see, because I want that T-shirt. But you can see there's a lot of great tiers, a lot of great add-ons too. But don't forget that the foundation for this, that the root of this is the story and the book, and about how it, like I said, it was about this mother and daughter who are trying to get off of this planet, and this is the first arc. So this is going to be 4 issues. So like I said, 1 and 2 have already come out. This Kickstarter is for issue 3 and 4. And yeah, this is the mother and daughter here. And it's this planet where there are alien creatures, there's magic. Um, it's just really, really cool. So you definitely go get in on this. You have 27 days to go. Um, and they're like more than halfway there, which is awesome. They're going to smash their goal, obviously. They are. This has been like one of those comics that I've been a true fan of, and we're going to get that out of there. Boom, there we are. We're going to get that out of there, and yeah, just go check this out. They've got some great tiers going on. They've got for catch up, they've got for if you're a new fan of it, they've got physical and digital. They've got a really great one, which was, I think they've got a physical one uh, for catch up. They've also got a digital one, so you can go with either one. They're great. I decided to go with the physical and digital catch up. So I've got a mix of two. So I'm going to be getting issue 1, 2, 3, 4 physical. I have issue 2 and 1 and 2 already digital, but I want to get all of them. And I actually wanted the physical copies too, because hopefully at some point I will meet the creative team and I'll get them to sign it. And I'm also going to be getting that snazzy tee because it had some purple in it. I am a sucker for purple. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, look, one of acclaimed writer, author, just creative in general, and huge fan. Robert Jeffries is saying, "I love Worlds Away." It's absolutely amazing. I love it too, Robert. I really do. It's one of those. But you know what? It kind of reminds me of, in the way that it's just a fun read of action adventure. and you're not exactly sure where things are going to go. It's a fun read in the same way that Mind to Avenge is. Not going to harp on that one, although incredible book as well. But it's that kind of fun, and I like that. Sometimes you want to read if you have a great story, I'm there. But if you have a great story and it's fun, I'm there even more. It's just and I want to know what's going on with the father. Where is he? If he's still around, if he's like, there's so many things I want to know about the story, and I just can't wait to read more. So yeah, Worlds Away. Like I said, the link is in the episode description. Go check it out and have fun with it. Like I said, it's just some of the most incredible. I remember sitting on my patio and reading the first issue, and I was like, I'd been through a whole bunch of Kickstarters. I didn't know what was coming at me. So I was like, okay, cool. Sat out there, read it, and I was like, wait, hold on. This is so much fun. And I had a great time reading it. It was a fast-paced action. It starts out action packed where you're meeting the father and the mother. Then you meet the daughter when she's older, and a story just kicks into gear from there on this alien world. Where they're going to be, who knows? But I'm here for it. And this is just the first arc. Yeah, I'm all into it. So yeah, Worlds Away, like I said, link for the Kickstarters in the episode description, as always, folks. So let's get to some comic book reviews. All right, so you'll have to excuse me, folks, because life is a little ridiculous right now, and yeah, I'm trying to have good problems. Let's say it like that. I'm trying to have good problems, if that makes any sense. So let's talk about Strange Academy. This is out of Marvel. Trying to get myself together because I'm a grown ass man. This is writer is Scotty Young. We've got artist is Humberto Ramos. If y'all know, it's one of those cats that I'm like, yes, give me more art. We've got colorist is Edgar Delgado, and letterer is VC's Clayton Cowles. Okay, so Strange Academy is basically an academy that was started in New Orleans by Doctor Strange, and the headmaster is Doctor Voodoo, and the instructors are all these different characters from Marvel who are magic users. You have Magic is actually in there. I believe Wu is actually a teacher there as well. Agatha Harkness is a teacher. So you have all these teachers, and they've gone through so much with these students who are trying to use magic. Well, in Strange Academy Finals, this is the end of the series, I believe, and we've had a complete turn of everything. The character Emily Bright that we met in the first issue has become the big bad and has teamed up with Dormammu. And we don't know where this is going, but they're coming to the academy to fight. Meanwhile, Dormammu's son, Doyle, was the one that was supposed to be prophesied to be this big bad, the evil, the one that was taking everything down. It turns out he's trying to be one of the heroes to save everyone. I love this series. It was just really, really fun. And I'm kind of sad to see it go. I was invested in it when I first saw Dr. Voodoo as the headmaster, and I saw all the different instructors. I thought that was really cool. It's going to be sad to see it go, but I will say this next week. Well, maybe not next week, because I have a couple of things that let's ask whoever and cross our fingers that these two interviews that I have set up will be dynamite, and yeah, we'll get that later. But in a future episode, I'm actually going to be reviewing Gotham Academy, which was DC's kind of version of this that they did maybe 5 years ago. I want to say maybe about maybe 6 years ago. I don't know. They did a series like this where it was a magic academy in Gotham, and I believe it was actually funded by Bruce Wayne. I'm trying to remember because he made an appearance in a couple of the issues. I mean, since it's in Gotham. But I love this, and I love how the characters actually interact. You have characters from all over. You have characters from every dimension, even from uh, I'm trying to remember where the hell Thor is from. Jeez. They're, I believe, I want to say they're Loki's are they Loki's kids or are they Thor's? I can't remember whose kids they are, but they're a relation to Thor and Loki. Maybe they're his nephews. But there, you have an ice giant that's taking classes there. You have a young student who I believe is a demon. There was another student who didn't have magic, but they had a magic jacket that was actually cursed. It was an actual like a malevolent being that was at one time imprisoned in Doctor Strange's closet or cabinet, something like that. And it just really was great. Scotty Young obviously is always a fun writer. I love what they do with their stories. There's always something great. I mean, one of my favorite, I mean, aside from I Hate Fairyland, is The Me You Love in the Dark, I believe is the name of it. I talked about that, the haunted love story, which was very, it started out so sweet, but you knew it was going to turn in some way, and it did. It became this dark horror story, this horror love story, love horror story kind of vibe. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but we can all kind of imagine what a horror love story is like, can't we? Sure, we can. We've all been there, unfortunately. Yes, we have. So that was a bit dark, and I apologize for that, folks. The next one that we're going to talk about, excuse me, folks. I have a little tickle in my throat, but it's not making me laugh. It's always funny how they call it tickle in your throat, but it doesn't make you laugh, right? Like a tickle, you hey, 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 like in nothing. No Pillsbury, nothing like that. It's amazing. So the next one that we have coming up is a story called Vicky Sticks. This is from Unstoppable Comics. I think I have mentioned Unstoppable once or twice in my life here. This is from one of my favorites out there, JD Rosario, who is just a stand-up cool guy. I was actually on his podcast last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? Yeah, last Saturday I was on. I'm actually going to be on this Saturday as well. JD Rosario, who is the writer for Unstoppable Comics, he's like the head of everything there. This is the story of, excuse me. This is the story of Vicky, who is, it's this action horror kind of a story, and I love it. This was actually part of a Kickstarter as well. We have writer is JD Rosario. We have illustrated by Eric, excuse me, Eric Lopera de Mayo. Oh, I love your name. God. Colors by Michael Summers. Are you related to Scott? I'm curious about that. Letters by Glenda Casares. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Edits by Shamika Mitchell. This story was just really cool. Ensemble Comics is more known for Storm Chasers, and that world in superheroes. The Interceptor, any titles like that. Vicky Sticks is more of a horror action. We meet Vicky, and she's knocking somebody out in a bar. She's a dead princess. She's got like very bells. I'll show you a picture if I can get it up here. And that's pretty much how it starts out. She's just knocking the hell out of some guy. The story deals with her and her protecting her vampire friends as they're being kicked out of a bar because they're not part of a clan. I believe it was I read this a while ago. Like I said, it's a part of a Kickstarter. The bar, I think he's the bar manager, is named Wendy. He's a Wendigo. He's a First Nations Wendigo, which I love. I absolutely love weaving that into it because most of the times when you hear of Wendigo, it's from Marvel. So I love the fact that there's a Wendigo character in here, like First Nations as well, and it's just very violent, actiony, but still that comic book feel, almost at the edge of being a superhero book, a superhero comic. I love the fact that Ensemble Comics is delving more into this. They've had horror with New York versus Everyone, which is a zombie story, but I love the fact of going into this and this world building, which is a word I have seared into my brain by Robert Jeffrey, a term, I should say, a term, which I pay so much attention to once he mentioned it and once he talked about it. So I look at that. So when I see a book like this, I go, this is world building because they're starting to create something more. And to do it outside of the sci-fi superhero stuff that Ensemble Comics usually does, I think is great, and I'm very excited for this. This was really fun. Color's nice and bright, but you're still getting that visceral feel of the blood, and there is blood. It can be graphic. It's a horror book, it's a horror action book. So yeah, I'm definitely on board with this one, and I want to see what more is going to come out. I know JD actually is publishing is going to be publishing a book soon. There's going to be a Kickstarter for it soon, which is called Limbo, and it's the first thing that he's done outside of Unstoppable Comics, and I love that. I love him getting work outside of his own sandbox, his own world, and getting work from other people. I love that fact. That's really cool to be able to have your own, but then being tapped by others to say, hey, can you write the story? Hey, can you create this? Hey, can you bring me something here? I absolutely love that, JD. You're one of those cats that I truly appreciate, and you're one of those cats who has always been there and been supportive um, in endeavors. So I always appreciate it. You've always got a place here. You're honestly one of those people who always has a place here, and I love this comic. So there you go. So yes, there are only two current comics I'm going to be reviewing, but for my Friday, my Flashback Friday pick, I'm going to go with Epoch. Now this is this one is one that it's not like it's not like there's a super twist to it or anything like that. It's not like that. This is from excuse me. This is from Top Cow Comics. This came out. This came out. Damn, this came out a while ago. Well, I'm trying to think. This was a ways ago when this came out. Because yeah, definitely. Writer is Kevin McCarthy. Art is Paolo Pantanella Pantalina. I don't know why I always have trouble saying his name. It's ridiculous. At Bill Farmer. Basically, this is the story of a cop, a detective who is investigating a murder. And during the course of this, he finds out that he's half angel. Also finds out that there is a council of creatures, monsters, fae, legends, whatever term you want to call them, who have a tournament every so often to see who will lead this council of beings, of creatures, of supernatural beings, vampires, succubus, werewolves or lichens, angels, demons. It's a whole ghouls, witches, warlocks, everybody, and they'll have fighters in this. It was only one arc, unfortunately, or season, however you depend on speaking about. I know the term um, season is being used more now, especially from DC, which I think is cool. And it was really cool, and I love Paolo's art. Paolo's art is always awesome. He's one of the reasons why I went into this book. He's another reason why I went and read the Deathstroke book too a couple years ago, just because always hits so hard. And this was just really cool to see. I love tournament stuff. I've always loved it. I've loved it even when anime does it. I loved it when tournament movies were the big thing with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and when you could go on to Showtime. Showtime was like you could catch every tournament movie. David Bradley, like American Samurai, I think was one of them. The Kickboxer sequels, which nobody saw. Um, all those movies. So I love tournament stuff, even the anime tournament stuff when they're fighters. When there's a group of adolescents, prepubescent kids who have to fight these demons and stuff in this tournament, and nobody cares. And where are the parents? Nobody could give a damn. Apparently, whatever. So I'm a fan of this one. Like I said, I love the cover alone is actually what got me to begin with, just because it's awesome. I always love his work, and I remember buying this in New York and reading it on the train when I was headed to Dinosaur Barbecue. I was headed there. It was a New York Comic Con one year, and I wasn't going, and a few of us weren't going, so we decided to get together and go. And went there with Takia Marie and her incredible husband. We had barbecue. I was there with my friend, kind of a halfway sort of date. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even going to talk about my romantic life, seriously. But yeah, this was really fun. Unfortunately, like I said, it's only one arc, so you're not going to get as much as you want. But I just liked it because it was fun. Again, fun books. I think the title of this show should have been Fun Books, but it's fun because I wanted to have a good time. And I believe that sometimes you just need to read a fun book to get your mind off of whatever's happening during the course of the day. Dude, man, I look, the brother, the mugs are always going to be on point. Okay. I even brought out my Hawkeye t-shirt, which I haven't worn in a while. But I needed that. I don't think I've worn a combo t-shirt really like this, but I love this t-shirt. I remember buying this t-shirt and just being so happy that I bought it. And there's another Hawkeye t-shirt that I want, mostly Hawkeye because purple and black, obviously, but also because of the fact of this dude has a bow and arrow, and it's like I'm standing next to a billionaire futurist, a god, a symbol of liberty, quote unquote, big quote unquote. That spot, like everybody he's standing next to, like this gamma irradiated man who becomes a giant behemoth. And he just standing there, look, I've got a bow and an arrow, and I don't know how this is going down. You got to get up to Hawkeye a little bit for that. You really do, honestly. So those are the reviews for the week, folks. I hope they make you feel good. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you like them. Yeah, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do fun books and everything is because it's Wellness Check Friday, folks. Okay, so you know the drill. Hope you drank water. Hope you got, I hope where you're at, there's a little bit of sun. There's not so much sun here, but I hope where you're at, there's a little bit of sun. You got some fresh air, hopefully, today. Did you take your meds? Whether it's for a physical, mental, or emotional ailment, I hope you did. That's not me policing you. I just want you to be the best you that you can be. So, as I've talked about, I'm going to give my own little thing each week with this about what I'm doing to help my mental health and my self-care. Last week I talked about social media and not going on it. Just don't, as much as I can. I'll use it as a tool, but mostly, I'm not. This week I'm going to say my thing is I'm starting to believe people. Now, I don't think everyone is a liar, no, but because of my own insecurities and such like that, and the way that I was raised, unfortunately, I never had a lot of support with things as far as what I wanted to do or encouragement. So when someone gives me a compliment, I always think it's for some ulterior motive. They want something from me. Unfortunately, some people have backed that up, but there are some people in my life who are incredible, who give me compliments, and my first instinct when I get a compliment is to play it off with a joke. I think last summer or the summer before that, on Fandom Initiative, Michael and I had TJ Sterling and Newton Lilival on the show for their comic Shattered Vision. And TJ was like, I always love coming on your show, man. It's always fun. Thank you so very much. And I was like, oh, yeah, no problem, man. I'll slip you 20 after the show. He was giving me a compliment. My first reaction was to play it off with a joke. The thing I've learned about taking compliments and believing people is you begin to know whose compliments are genuine. You will. And I've started to learn that. But it's also the fact that when someone gives you a compliment, that's them actually saying, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Hey, you're good at what you do. And that's them actually showing a bit of intimacy by them saying that. Because they don't have to say anything to you. They don't. And me shrugging it off or blowing it off with a joke is almost like an insult to them. Because I'm like, okay, you gave me that compliment. Yeah, whatever. That's almost like what it's like. So I've been working on taking compliments and processing them, taking them in and saying, hey, that person gave me a compliment. Thank you. Now, I know that seems like a really small thing, but to me it's huge because I don't celebrate myself. I don't celebrate what I do. Now, there are moments when I can definitely lay it on and be arrogant and I can tell you what I've done, how I've done it, and the things that I have planned to do and things that I did do that I didn't even know were cool until years later when everybody else would decide to get on that great gravy train. But I was already there. I'd already been doing it. You can check. But when people give me compliments, I'm sitting there like, yeah, they don't really mean it. It's just them just giving me lip service, just what have you. But I need to learn to do that, and I am. I am. So that is my bit of self-care, believing a compliment, taking it in, saying thank you, not shrugging it off, not brushing it off, not making a joke, saying thank you, appreciating that person seeing me, and going on about my day. So that's my thing. I hope you found something today that helped you feel better, and I hope that you recognize little things that you can do to make your mental and emotional health better, because it's hard out here, but there are people who definitely appreciate you and they love you and they're glad you're here, and that's awesome. You know what else is awesome, folks? This next place I'm going to talk about for what's on my plate. Ooh, the segue that segue was a little bit of a limp. It was smooth, but it definitely limped into third base. It wasn't the best slide. It slid in, but it wasn't the best segue. It got there, but it wasn't the best. I'm I'm almost there, folks. Just okay. So this week I want to talk about the Americana Cafe. Excuse me, Americana Diner. I apologize. The Americana Diner. Now, I grew up in Monmouth County in New Jersey. I have lived in a few different parts of Monmouth County. Um, Americana is actually in the first place I remember living. I'm born in Red Bank. I was born in Red Bank, New Jersey. First place I remember living is a town called Shrewsbury, New Jersey. Americana Diner, where I grew up, a place called Shrewsbury Arms, is maybe right down the street. Don't believe the Americana Diner was there when I was a kid. I don't remember it, but this place is awesome. It's God. There's a place. Jersey is known for diners. Obviously, Jersey is diner country. We love diners. Because right after the club, where do you go? You go to the damn diner. You're drunk as hell. Where do you got to go? You got to go to the club to get some pancakes, some chicken fingers. That's what we do when we leave the club. I would get pancakes. My friend would get chicken fingers. That's how we did it. I don't know what to tell you. So, Americana Diner is one of those diners. Fabulous. This place has been there for years and it's become a staple in the community. Um, Look, the food is incredible. Obviously, I'm going there for pancakes because I'm a pancake head. Pancake head. Is that really what I said? If I ever get like ridiculously famous, that's what my fans are going to be called, pancake heads. You've heard it here first, folks. Pancake heads. I don't care. So yeah, and the people there that work there are always incredible and amazing. The service is just always incredible. Like I said, the people are so very nice. The place is beautifully done, nice and lit up. I mean, it's a diner. You've got to be lit up for that nighttime action, obviously. But the daytime is beautiful because when the sun hits that place, because it's got like some silver on the side, sun hits it, you automatically see in this place, and you need to go in there. Big beautiful sign. Uh, my favorite thing to eat there. I've had a few things there. I've had burgers. I've had pancakes. Obviously, I've had the French toast. I have had what else have I had? Oh, I think I've had a little bit of everything on their menu. Honestly, I've had the chicken salad, meatloaf. Oh God, I love meatloaf. Jeez, I'm a meatloaf head. Those would be my enemies. People who don't like me will be called meatloaf heads. Although I like meatloaf. You know what? Now I'm gonna rethink that one. I'm gonna rethink that one. But my favorite thing to eat there is the pancakes. They are great size, warm, buttery things like that. I would recommend. Um, Honestly, you can have just them. I was going to say the French toast, but look, time honored tradition. If you mess up a pancake, you shouldn't be opening a diner. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't. You should shut down. You should go and start a foosball league or something out in Sheboygan. Just go on and do that. Wish you all the luck with your Sheboygan foosball team, whatever it is, that league, whatever you want. The pancakes are light, buttery, but still um, so filling and refreshing, and I love it. I bite into them even without butter. Excuse me, even without syrup. They are money on point. You cannot go wrong with the pancakes here. So if you happen to be in Jersey, if you happen to be in Monmouth County, and you happen to be in Shrewsbury, I need you to go and hit up the Americana Diner. The link is in the episode description, obviously. I've got the link there. You can even order the food and pick it up. And if you go there, I want you to please tell them that the Hungry Bleak sent you because you already know. Eat it up. On that note, this isn't really going to be a a bleak perspective like I usually do. So, like I was saying earlier about me learning how to take compliments, I want to give a shout to people who have held it down, had my back, who have been supporting me all throughout everything that's been going on. And I can't thank them enough. Like I've said, Robert Jeffrey is one person who has been there all up and down, up and down, and I appreciate him so much. But I want to give shouts to other people. I have a friend named Ferdy. What's up, Ferdy? He listens to every show. I have never known him to be any type of nerd or geek, anything. But this dude listens to every show. I didn't even know. He hit me up one day and he was like, "Hey, man," and he started like mentioning things I said on the show, and I was like, "Oh, wow." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I've been listening to all your shows and I love it. Man, you're pushing, you're doing your thing." And I had no idea. It hit me like a ton of bricks. So Fernando Ferdi, or we go back. We go back like roller skates with the keys. Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. Um, Maryland, Maryland, brother. Couple years, Maryland. Um, I want to say thank you to Mickey. I grew up with Mickey. Um, so she knows Shrewsbury. Thank you so very much. She every time there's something that I put up on Instagram, she shares and likes it and everything. She's all over the place with it, and I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I really do. I have to say thank you to Lois. Lois is a very very dear friend of mine and just amazing. And uh, yeah, just one of the coolest people possible. And I have to say thank you. You've been such a inspiration and a rock for me in like really dark times, and you've shown me a lot of things, and I've shown you things that's really cool, and I love it. Um, yeah, that's paradise right there. How can I not say anything about my fire team excellence friends? I'm talking about I'm talking about Shanae. I'm talking about David. I'm talking about Carlo. I'm talking about Ashley. Thank you so very much. Y'all have been awesome as well. I truly appreciate it. Every time y'all watch the show and y'all tell me about it, I'm hyped and I love it. Takia Marie, you already know you're the one, you're the best, you're awesome. Look, in every life, I believe you and I find each other and we go eat and we drink. I think in past lives we have been warriors and we have eaten and drank after battles, and then we've tore up the pub, tavern, bar, whatever we're in after eating and drinking, then ate and drank some more. I mean, you've been one of the coolest people possible, and thank you so very much for showing me a lot. I truly appreciate it, always do. Karen, thank you so very much. You're an awesome. The funny thing is, my friend Karen, yes, she is a white woman, and her name is Karen. I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't have made that joke up if I tried. Couldn't have. And she's been, she's like listened and watched every episode as well, even when it was fan initiative or a stranger membrane. She was there. Thank you so very much. You're an awesome person. I hope you're feeling great today. Um, and you're awesome. And congratulations to Josh. Awesome deal. He's getting that. And I mean, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's liked, watched, subscribed, shared, listened to me rant and rave, listen to me be sad, listen to me be happy, listen to me almost cry on air, speaking about my mother and her illnesses and her health woes and everything I've been through, and through this last 12 plus months, which has been hell. But I'm here. I'm strong. I'm still standing. I'm consistent, and I'm going to stay consistent. And there's only more to come. I absolutely promise you. I guarantee you, folks. Okay? But what do I know? That's just my bleak perspective. EA, one of the best. Love a short guy in anime. They're awesome. So on that note, folks, I want to say thank you to everybody out there, to whatever you're doing. I want you to be happy and safe and just be yourselves today and every other day. Tonight, if you are up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming with my friends some Destiny 2 because Lightfall dropped this week. That big new the new DLC dropped, and it's awesome and it's hard, and we are going to be sweating in those battles. I can guarantee you. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I will be on Twitch. You can check me out. Actually, you're watching on YouTube and you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you can check me out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Like I said, Destiny, I just got the season pass today. Ouch. But it's well worth it. I got everything for the entire year. It's great, awesome, did it. And I was playing a little bit today, and ooh, this season is going to be all killer, no filler. I can guarantee you. And you know I'm trying to get them the most body counts, right? You know that. You know that already, folks. So go check me out there. Also, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be guest hosting on Jay the Unstoppable, his podcast. You can check it out on YouTube as well. For those of you on YouTube, go check it out. Go and get the reminder and the notification. Go follow him and like and subscribe, and go get Vicky Sticks from Unstoppable Comics. Awesome stuff, folks. That's it. So next week's show, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be pre-recorded, but that's because I am going to have not guest host, but special guest, special guest, Moon the Storyteller, talking about Luna, the new comic from Concrete Comics. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to talk to her about that and her journey into this, how she got into writing, how she hooked up with Concrete, what was behind this beautifully done comic. Awesome. And the week after that, might have another fun special guest. But that one you might have to chew on a little bit. That's just a little hint of who it was going to be. I was trying to be mysterious, you know. All right, whatever, folks. You have a very good day. I want you to enjoy the rest of it. I'm going to be putting up the audio within 24 hours, so you can go and download everything. But folks, remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever, every Friday, 4 p.m. I wonder if Arm would let me do this. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a new episode of the Hungry Bleak podcast. You all have a very March 15th. March 15th. So Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another Wednesday special. Thank you, Lois. Another Wednesday special of Off the Shelf. And this week, and that episode is going to be for anyone and everyone. Who am I hinting at there? I don't know, folks. You're just going to have to see who it is. I'll see y'all later. As always, show's over. You gotta get that shoulder shake. Get the shoulder shake with the purple. Take that